Tonight, emotional suicide.
All right, good evening, folks. Welcome out to the third round. Oh, as Kadeem loses that car there. The third round of our Caribbean Porsche Cup. Currently, we're just getting free practice all wrapped up here, and we'll get qualifying on the way now. Welcome out to the stream there. If you're watching us from YouTube, be sure to engage with us in the comments section. in the live chat section rather, and we'll be looking at those chats as they come through. Do be mindful that it is being monitored by a robot. It's a sentient AI here from our Streamlabs account, and so you have to watch certain things like all caps and so on. I don't know why an all caps message is offensive, but apparently it is. We'll have to look to see if we can take that off, because I did see the chatbot come into play here. Alright, so just a little bit of side note there. Just go ahead though, keep your chats without the caps. I think also probably try to keep your chats limited to a certain amount of characters, as well as we're currently looking at the free practice come to a close here. We're having a look down pit lane, not currently following any competitor at the moment. Just let me know if you guys are receiving me quite clear over there, if all is well. Thank you very much. Welcome out to the stream. Do remember to hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, good night to Wes Karufus, Jake Lee, Daniel Williams, and Nagash Dawkins out there in chat. We've got almost a full grid tonight. Well, it's not almost actually. We've got 30 competitors signed up here. Quite a few of them not being able to make the event tonight. Thanks a lot there, Peter Arundel, for the confirmation on the mic. And John Green now joining the server, but he's also he's also in the chat there. All right, we're just getting ready here for qualifying. Let me get the camera in a good position here for you. Maybe for the exit of pit lane here. It's not qualifying just yet. Just that sometimes you can exit pit lane here at the end of free practice. And so we've got quite a few other guys here on track as well. Here we go. Free practice now comes to a close. And the countdown is 1:20 Oh, I need to be right back here with the live stream. Need to exit the server just for a moment here so that I can establish myself not being in the way of these guys when they get going for the race event. I must enable an application that allows me to not be on the grid when they do get going here for a race. Alright, if you're watching us on a mobile device or on your television, you can switch over to your mobile device. Be sure to hit that like. You can also hit that like and subscribe button from your television as well. You don't actually need to switch over. And subscribe to us. And also like the stream, guys. As we are back now. And at the exit of pit lane here. Let me just switch back over to live view. Alright, there we go. Qualifying is live. Qualifying is live, guys. Qualifying is live. And so we've got Jaden Harrison followed by Michael McName, Michael Paisley, as well as Cale Vaden Roper there leaving pit lane now to begin their qualifying session here. Quite a popular series here at CSRO, the Porsche Cup is beginning to be, and I do envision seeing a lot more guys joining us for this Porsche Cup. It's going to be something too that the organization is going to push very strongly here for the Caribbean, as we've actually heard rumors of probably a couple of these cars coming to the Caribbean to race in the real life series. Probably Group 4, they're going to restrict it to that, or there maybe was talk of a Group 5. Not sure where these cars will fit within the local setting of motor racing, but you know, these cars are pretty competitive. A one spec car. Ooh, we see Tavar there with a little bit of jump. Hope it's not something to be bothered by, as we will pick up with Michael McName here now around the lap. He's about to come around the final couple of turns here and begin his fast one. So let's take you on a lap now with Michael McName around Watkins Glen for round number 3 of the Caribbean Porsche Cup. Comes around the end of the lap here. It is a 151.703 now from Michael McName. Alright, so Kadeem Muhammad actually goes fastest now with a 149.074. Michael Paisley trailing behind some 1.5 tenths or so. Mark Anthony Eaton rather in third position there, some 1 second away. John Green brings that car up to fourth position with 2.3 seconds. But it's Daniel Williams that now goes fastest with a 149.0. Kadeem, however, going faster here in sector 1 by almost a tenth, up on his previous fastest time of sector 1. And it's only 0.04 of a second that separates Daniel Williams here from Kadeem Muhammad. So let's carry on here with Kadeem, see what he does here now for sector 2, as Kurt Moss now brings that car up into 5th position. Kurt Moss coming off of a win last weekend out there in Road America, And we got everyone posting times except for Kilvane and Roper right now. Oh, he's up half of a second here, Kadeem Mohammed. Through sector 2. And we're about to wait as Mornay Duploy comes up into 7th position with a 159.16 there. Kadeem Mohammed using every bit of the track here as he comes around the penultimate turn. This should get him into P1. Well, we're going to have to watch for the other guys coming up behind him. Yes, it does, and separates him by half a second. So far, he's got the faster time around the sectors here. He goes back into pit lane after hitting that bump. Daniel Williams is improving here, but no purple sectors for him, as Nikolai Gibbons goes 8th fastest there with a 158.90. Daniel coming across the finish line here now to reduce the deficit to around 3.5 tenths. Michael Paisley still holding on to that 3rd position as Quinlan Lal here, currently tied with Kurt Moss for the championship standings with 43 points to both of them. Currently sitting in 4th position here. And where is Kurt Moss? He's doing personal best here as he comes across the line. Where does that put him? It puts him in 3rd position with a 148.888. There we go. Christian Rajnath now comes across the line 149.868. That puts him in 6th position. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison here doing personal best in sectors 1 and 2, currently sitting in 7th position. So he's about to come across the line here. Mornay Duploy goes back into 6th position here with a 149.799, and Jaden, oh no, he touches that wall there, sends him directly into the pit lane now. So not only does he have to begin another lap, but he's also got to do another out lap as well. All right, picking up now with Mark Anthony Eaton. He's not on a prescribed lap, is he? I don't see the timer going off for him. There's no sector readings as well. And he's going quite slowly here, Mark. So Mark will now come across the line here. Quinlan going into 2nd position there. He dethrones Daniel Williams for the time being. And the time remaining is 6.5 minutes here. I think the weather is changing here at Watkins Glen as DeVille Park goes 10th fastest now with a 150.8. Dethrones Nikolai Gibbons there from that 11th position and out of the points rather, if that were to be the current finishing standings of the event. Mark Anthony doing better here in sector 1, up 4 tenths across his fastest time through that sector. John Green, Kilvane, and Roper also gaining positions here in qualifying. John now up into 6th, Kil up into 9th, which further places Mark Anthony Eaton down the order here into 11th now. So he's about to come across sector 2 here. Mark Anthony around this bend at the top of the hill. He would have completed sector 2 here. If you look on the map at the top right hand corner of your screen, you can actually see where the sectors are marked there by a diagonal line that goes across the track. It's actually in yellow. That signifies the sector markings there. Obviously the start finish line is the final sector marking, and he's doing quite well here for himself. Mark Anthony Eaton, he comes across sector 2 and he's now about to finish sector 3 here with just a couple of corners left to complete. Kadeem Mohammed goes back into pit lane here. He's quite comfortable with that 2.5 tenths that separates him from second position. And there we go. Mark Anthony Eaton, 8th fastest with a 149.858. Let's pick up now on the rest of the field. DeVille Park here, not doing so well here in Sector 2. He cannot improve there. Jaden Harrison, not doing so well here in Sector 1. He's actually way down there in Sector 1. And we have Nikolai Gibbons here in Sector 1. Once you see that Sector 1 in orange, it means that they are not improving on that fast time there through Sector 1. And so if it's green, he is improving on his fastest time. And if it's purple, he's gone the fastest through that sector. And Nikolai here, he does improve here by a second over his fastest time through Sector 2, so he's improving here, but it's not the fastest of Sector 2. So where will Nikolai be placed here as he's about to come around the final 2 corners of Watkins Glen? And I want to pick up with one of the faster guys here afterwards, as we see Tavar Clark, Antonio Campbell, Michael McName out there not getting this car under them. Oh, does not improve here. Nikolai Gibbons, he actually went slow there in Sector 3. Kadeem Mohammed back out on track here. No time given just yet for the Barbadian, as Quinlan Lal here now sets himself out for another fast lap. Daniel Williams though on a fast one, just beginning it, coming across turn 1 there, as Stephen Pummels now enters the server. Just remember, don't spam the caps. The bot will destroy your comment if you do. It will be zapped by the hierarchy there in Skynet. Daniel Williams comes across Sector 1, does not improve here. They also might be testing, guys. They also might be oh, he goes really wide there. They also might be testing their race setups as well, just to make sure they have everything under control as we go racing for 45 minutes here with a mandatory pit stop, as we've only got 2 minutes and 5 seconds at the end of that sentence remaining in qualifying here. Daniel Williams not improving. Where's Kadeem Mohammed? Not improving as well. It seems as though they're all comfortable here, except for Quinlan Lau, who's improving here through Sector 1. He's up by a 10th on his previous fastest time through there. But Kadeem Mohammed is very strong out here today. Let's see what the deficit is, though, from Quinlan Lau as he comes around Sector 2, the ending of Sector 2 here. The American with Caribbean descent racing here at CSR does not improve rather around Sector 2 here, Quinlan. And he hasn't much time left to put in more than 1 lap. He runs that really wide there. And so it seems as though these guys are on their racing setup. Kurt Moss getting into pit lane there, over 140 kilometers per hour. Comes across the line now, Quinlan Lal. He does improve there in the final sector, but it's not enough to decrease the deficit here to Kadeem Mohammed. Daniel Williams, though, coming around Sector 1 here, he's improving. He's got the purple. He's gone fastest through that sector. And he goes up the hill here now to complete Sector 2. Oh, and he's lost out there in Sector 2 by a huge amount. Oh, you can see them losing that rear end there, especially up and over those curbs. As qualifying does come to an end, he braces the wall there, and I don't think you'll get to see anything proper here from Daniel Williams. And Kurt Moss, Michael Paisley, John Green, and Monet Duploy have all been shown the checkered flag here. Mark Anthony Ethan now not doing better as he prepares to come across the line. Christian Rajnot not seeing anything there. Stephen Pommels now sets a time to put him in 13th position. Just at the nick of time here, and he also loses that one to Var Clark. Not improving here as well. Cale Vaden Roper. Practice how where he is on this lap. Oh, I can figure it out now. He's on turn 3 through the S's, but I don't believe this lap will be counted here for Cale. As Nikolai Gibbons, he's not improving here. Sector 1, way down in Sector 1, 2, which would indicate the rest of the lap might be down as well. Oh, but Antonio Campbell is improving here. As Michael Charles now joins the server. And oh my, how did I even miss Dominic Charles? Haven't even heard from him for the entire day. So Antonio Campbell puts that car into 14th position now. What about Nikolai? He's improving here in Sector 2. Mornay puts that car 6th now ahead of John Green with a 149.5. So both Nikolai and Christian are on laps. No, just Nikolai here. We'll check Christian though, just in case. Christian does improve 149.8, but it doesn't put him ahead. Nikolai fails to improve here. And we're not seeing anything from Kelvin and Robin, but we will stay with them. So we've got a question here from Rike Racing. Why do the cars seem so unstable this year? Well, I'll tell you what, last year we actually prevented some changes to the setup. So at that point, as you can see, Cale trying a start here, a race start. So they do have an ability to change more this year as compared to last year. Right, sorry about that, as Jaden Harrison now manages to put that car. Oh, he actually left the server and returned. But it's Kadeem Muhammad with the fastest lap here, 148.530 to claim pole. And just to finish my comment there to Rike Racing, so the guys have got a little more leeway into changing their setups in terms of this championship. And it might remain so for the remainder of the championship series in the coming years as well. Alright guys, we are about ready to go racing here now, so let's get the drone in position for the race start and into turn 1. So with these cars having the ability to learn the car over a lengthy season, as you know, this here now is a staple of Caribbean sim racing organization, the Porsche 992 GT3. Sorry, got that all mixed up. It's the Porsche 911 GT3 992 Cup car, which is actually raced in the official Porsche Cup series around the world. There are many different facets of this class there's the North American, Asian, European, and as we're ready to go racing here. Ooh, we got some other guys left on the grid. All right, excited to get this one on the way. It's round number 3 for our Caribbean Porsche Cup. All right, a little bit of all right, guys, we're about to go racing. Just remember, do not call out for a safety car. I've got everything under control in this end. Please do not disturb anyone by calling out for a safety car. All right, yeah, I was making mention that Dominic Charles is missing this one. I'm not even seeing comments here that state why. We've got all right, here we go. All right, thanks a lot for that, guys. I'm not in voice chat. I got that sorted. I'm in here now. I'm here. All right, here we go. LEDs are about to come on. This is going to be a race into the evening here. 6 lights are on. And they're off now. Whoa, someone really slow off the start there. Guys having to avoid him as they dart out now and into turn 1 they go. It's a coming together there with Kilvane and Roper and Antonio Campbell, but it's Quinlan that takes the lead of the race just as now they go neck and neck up the hill versus Kadeem Mohammed here. He touch and Quinlan now is going to have to separate himself as Kurt Moss is now having a look-see. They're all getting racy here. Daniel Williams also an indication up in here as they go into the inner loop section of this track. It's Quinlan now ahead, but Kurt Moss very close here to Kadeem Mohammed as well. Michael Paisley, John Green also up in that one behind Daniel Williams here. But apart from the 2 guys on the start race line, it's smooth sailing so far. Getting reports now that someone is lagging, but I don't want to look away at this fight yet. Devil, just pull aside if you're lagging, please. Let the guys through. Alright, seems as though Quinlan is now pulling away here from Kadeem Mohammed. Oh, on the inside is Michael Paisley as he's trying to defend here and trying to gain positions here. Christian Ratchnott is actually the car behind him, not John Green. As they now get everything here, DeVille Park has had to leave the server, unfortunately, for an unstable internet connection. Quinlan Lal has got to play defense. Oh no, Jaden Harrison goes down the line. He's in pit lane rather. Already here, the Jamaican. As we take you back now up to the head of the pack, Quinlan Lal putting a lead on KD Mohammed here. It's now up to 7/10 of a second here. And Daniel Williams getting closer here to Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss having to pull over to the inside line in defensive mode as John Green claims a position over Mark Anthony Eaton here now. Oh, they're fighting it out, John Green and Mark Anthony. As well as Mikhail Charles and Tavar Clark. Oh no! Nikolai Gibbons, he's going to have to watch his brake. Just get that car going again. He loses a lot of positions there, Nikolai Gibbons. Gets going again. Rajnath, as well as Michael Paisley, even closer, but Michael, too much curb in there, sets him around. And now he's going to fall all the way back to the pack here. Sad situation there. John Green does make that move against Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony late and heavy on the brakes here now into turn 8, the heel. But can he keep that position? No, not yet. John Green fights back into turn 9. Mornay seeing this happen here in P10 and wants both positions now. Stephen Pummels up into 6th position and 2/10 away from 5th here now. Ooh, Kurt Moss with a 149.9, as well as Daniel Williams going faster than Kadeem Mohammed and Quinlan Lau with 150 apiece. Michael McNay makes a move there on the inside of Cale Vaden Roper. No, it's actually Tavar Clark who he makes the move against. And now Michael Charles is getting racy behind Tavar as well. Oh no! What just happened there? I think we lost someone? Nope. Yep, we can see Daniel Williams having some issues here. But Kurt Moss closing the gap here now to Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem might be running a long race here. Ooh, Michael McNay with an issue now. And he's gone all the way to the back of the field there. As we head back up the field, we've got a great race here between Kurt Moss and Kadeem Mohammed. And we got Mornay Duploy also within half a second there to Mark Anthony Eaton for 9th position. We're looking at the fights all around. Christian Rajnath now behind Stephen Pummels as Kurt Moss touches the wall there. Daniel Williams will have a great run on the inside to retake that position here, but Kurt Moss sticking with him, still with him into the turn 11. They go. Daniel Williams leaving that position open there, 1 car length as he should. Daniel Williams, you saw him going on the grass here. He's had to go heavy on the brake now. So Kurt was way too close to him to gain a little advantage there. But now he's got a great run, Kurt Moss. Let's ride with him. Oh, he's had to back out of that one, Daniel Williams. He saw it coming. But while this is going on, Kadeem Mohammed has got an opportunity now to get away from the duel. And now Stephen Pummels has increased that gap to Christian Rajnath. It's now sitting at 6.5 tenths. Closest race we've got so far to give you. Actually, Kadeem Mohammed is beginning to close the gap here to Quinlan Lau. We're gonna look at that now. This is for the lead of the race while keeping an eye there for 3rd position. Ooh, Stephen Pummels with a mistake now around turn 8. Oh, he's gotta watch, he's in the way of other cars. And he's twisted around now, losing all those positions out of 5th position. Tries to get back on the track, but in the racing line. Does get going again. That puts Christian Rajnath up into 5th position. Kadeem Mohammed now in the slipstream of Quinlan Lau. They're all running 149s here. 1, 2, 3, except for Daniel Williams. Kadeem just a bit faster there in that previous lap over Quinlan Lau. Cale Vaden Roper will make a move there against John Green. Let's take a look at that right quick. Mark Anthony Eaton also having a sniff at those heels. John coming back again. I think Daniel Williams was telling Kurt Moss not to defend there, as he's probably trying to push it ahead, as John Green now goes ahead of Cale Vanderup, but he runs it wide and real deep. John Green, he's have to go off track here, but Cale retakes that position now, up into 6th, but Mark Andy's going to have a really good run here now, and John for 7th position. Kadeem Mohammed now 2/10 away from Quinlan Lal. Quinlan could also be monitoring his pace as well, but don't underestimate the pace that Kadeem has brought to Watkins Glen. Mark Anthony just cannot get this car onto him and against John Green just yet, as John now takes that car back to 6th position here. Oh, in a fight for 6th position, Radis Cale has had to correct his oversteer there. Seems as though John is just biding his time behind the 6th position holder. He's now in the slipstream. John Green trying to pull out here for turn 1, but he cannot get it done, so he slips back in behind Cale Vanderup. Oh no, Cale will run it wide there, and I think he's going to be given a cut track warning. Yes, he is given a cut track warning from race direction there. 2 now so far for Cale Vanderup. So it's about monitoring your tires as well here, as we've lost Stephen Pummels as well. Not a DNF for the event. Let's take a look back up the field here. Kadeem Mohammed continues to pressure Quinlan Lal. Quinlan with a little bit of jerking situation there just now, and Kadeem having to avoid him somewhat. Kadeem is keeping the pressure on those. Nikolai Gibbons claims a position over. Oh, Michael McName again with some issues here, and we've lost Michael actually. Guess he just couldn't get this car onto him here, Michael. Sun is setting here at Watkins Glen. It will be a race into the evening here, as we've got just under 33 minutes. Sorry, just under 34 minutes of racing left. Oh, what just happened there? I think Quinlan is really slow on the apex now. He's going to lose some time here to Quinlan, and Kurt Moss is going to step up and say, hey, let me have a shot. Running on the outside line there, Kurt Moss trying to get as much slipstream as possible. He gets up into 2nd position now, Kurt Moss. And as you know, with Quinlan Lal and Kurt Moss tying for the lead of this championship, it's going to be down to the wire in this one for the 2. Taking a look back, Nikolai Gibbons now on Michael Charles here. 2 countrymen fighting for 12th position here. Michael coming in late to this one. We don't even have Dominic Charles in this one either. Trinidadians will lose out here at Watkins Glen. We've also Peter Arundel, who is missing here. Unfortunately, he's fallen sick for this weekend's event. Keeping you in our thoughts here, Peter. I wonder if Dominic felt the same fate. I didn't see anything as Kurt Moss comes across the line. 1:49.1 there, Kurt Moss closing the gap, as that's the fastest fastest lap here from the Jamaican. Kadeem has got that car onto him, back onto him rather, and he's sticking really close here now to Kurt Moss. Daniel Williams, don't discount him just yet. We saw what he did last weekend at Road America, jumping quite a number of spots there to put him on the podium spot at the end of the race there during the pit stops. Taking a look back at Mark Anthony Eaton now. He's just managing to stay within 7/10 to John Green. He's brought that down by 2/10 now. John not using the full potential of this track. Maybe he's sacrificing the apex of that turn there, the exit rather, to try and pull away here, but no. It's still around 5/10 here between Mark Anthony Eaton and John Green. As those cars fly by this up, oh so beautiful here. With a beautiful camera position at turn number 7. See someone losing it there in the background. So Antonio Campbell that brought that car around, which places Michael Paisley back up into the points there in 10th position. Morday Duploy is behind this train here that we're currently following. As Kadeem Mohammed, the pit window is open now. The first 10 minutes have been completed, so this is where you'll see the pit strategies come into play now. Oh, Cale runs that really wide there. And is going to have another cut track warning be given to him. But also, John Green is going to be able to close the gap here to the Jamaican. That's right, on board with John Green. Inside there of turn 9, try to throw Kelvin and Roper off his pace here. Kurt Moss goes even faster with a 1:49.080 there against Quinlan Lau. As they come across the line now, John Green is even closer here to Kelvin and Roper. Comes out now. Can he get that car up on the kill? No, not yet. But Cale is going to be pushed wide here into another cut track warning. He's under so much pressure, the Jamaican. He's now up to 3. And now Mark Anthony is going to have a run here now against the Guyanese. Backs off into the inner loop here. As you can unbalance the car and lose a lot of time, as you saw Mark do exactly that. It's all about a patience game too, as Cale runs this real deep here to try and capture the innermost corner of the apex. Mark running a very patient race here. He's gaining on John Green at certain parts of this track. Heavy on the brake there. Through turn 8. Even heavier here now through turn 9. Cale is being able to get away here as Kurt Moss now makes a move against Quinlan Lal down the front straightaway. The pace here proving to be so superior against the American. The Jamaican goes up into first. Quinlan is going to come back though, as Kurt has got to defend here now. Leaves that cars with a space. He's braced here now into the inner loop. Quinlan off the track and into the air here. He's going to lose some time now to Kurt Moss. And Kadeem now back into contention. Don't discount Daniel as well. He's just waiting for things to go haywire. Cale been given another cut track warning here. He's up to 4. Mark just slowly closing that gap as Nikolai Gibbons goes into pit lane now. It's all about managing those tires as well, and I'm wondering if Quinlan decided to back off and try to make these tires last a little longer, but no! He's even losing it now. Kadeem Muhammad's got a great run on the inside. Quinlan is in trouble here now as Daniel Williams get up some on the inside. No, he's going to lose it, Daniel. He takes that car on the grass. Now Quinlan goes into pit lane. I called it. That rear tire there is given away there from Quinlan. Daniel. Oh, and Quinlan's been given a drive to speed for speeding into the pit lane. So troubles here now for Quinlan Lau. He's got to also go around and get back into pit lane here. Kurt Moss has been handed the win of this race basically. Unless of course Kadeem can find the pace here now in the final leg of this first stint, or in stint number 2. It is going to get even more difficult here for them though, as the sun gets closer to the horizon. Let's have a look back down the field now as Mornay Duploy has closed the gap now to John Green. Getting closer here to the South African. So Quinlan, devastating for him. He's got to also take that drive-through penalty here, and it's gonna have to work his butt off in the second stint. Michael Paisley seems as though he's going into pit lane now, Michael. Yes, he is. Mornay Duploy has been given a 10-second penalty for speeding into pit lane now. I think he just overshot that one. Crazy stuff here. Watkins Glen proving to be very, very difficult for these guys, as now Quinlan goes to take his drive-through penalty now. Good for him though, he's going to be able to keep some positions here, especially in the fight against Mornay Duploy now, who's got that issue along with him. Oh, they're going to have to watch each other as they come out of pit lane. Mornay Duploy is ahead. Get going again here, but Quinlan's not going to want to be held up behind the South African. Mornay coming across the field here. Try and defend that position. Does he? Oh, he cannot. He's also going to run it really deep there. Mornay's had to go off track. Misjudged there and miscalculated by the South African. Looking ahead of the field, Michael Charles rather. Against Mark Anthony Eaton at the moment here. The Trinidadian coming up against the Jamaican here for 7th position. As Kadeem Mohammed goes into pit lane. Let's see how long he takes here. Kale takes that pit as well. Kadeem Mohammed seems as though he went for fresh tires here as well to try and maximize his final stint here, which is approximately 20 minutes. 49.2 seconds there from Kadeem Mohammed. We've got quite a number of guys here. Kale, Mark Anthony Eaton, as well as Mornay Duploy. He has to take his stop-go penalty now. I think he took it. Yep. Oh, it's an invalid stop-go penalty of 10 seconds, Mornay Duploy. And it seems as though he's going to give up on this one, the South African. He's pulled across the end of pit lane. And he's going to have to serve that one again. Kurt Moss, ladies and gentlemen, is in pit lane. 49.2 on the clock from Kadeem Mohammed. What will Kurt's pit lane time be? Daniel Williams now goes into pit lane as well. Christian Rajnot takes the lead of this race. Kurt Moss should get going before Daniel. He does get going here. Let's see how long Kurt and Daniel takes in pit lane here. 49.2 from Kadeem Mohammed. It's a 45.54 second save there. What about Daniel Williams? Approximately 4 seconds, or 3 seconds rather. Daniel Williams with a 47.4, still better than Kadeem Mohammed, but he's right around the corner. Kadeem has actually kept that car in 5th position now, ahead of Daniel Williams. And Kurt Moss as well has kept ahead of Kadeem Mohammed. So not a great outlap here for Kadeem Mohammed. As your race leader is currently Christian Rajnot right now, followed by John Green, 2 Guyanese and 1-2. Of course, they still need to pit, and we saw how much seconds they need here to remain in the top spot. Obviously, it's not possible for them to remain in 1 and 2. If you do the math between Christian Rajnot and Kurt Moss there in the interval times, it's not enough here to cover 1 pit stop. Mornay Duploy finally taking his stop-go penalty of 10 seconds. That's his race ruined. look back now. Michael Paisley. Oh, Kurt Moss against Mikael Charles as Mikael goes into pit lane. Let's see where Mikael will come out as Kadeem Mohammed crosses over him now. Paisley very close to Daniel Williams there, but I do believe Paisley still has to pit. Oh, Cale is now on his 5 out of 5 warnings for cutting the track anymore, and he's going to be given a drive-through penalty. Mikael rejoins the track at 40.3 seconds. That's pretty good there in pit lane there from the Trinidadian. He comes out ahead of Cale Vaden Roper. They're all spread out now with 5 minutes, just under 6 minutes of pit lane remaining open. If you have not taken a pit stop yet and pit lane closes, Cale too much of the curb, and maybe with tires falling off is gonna lose it now and lose a good amount of positions here. As he now rejoins the track in 12th, then he's gonna have to watch it. Antonio Campbell comes around that turn so fast there, almost collides with him, and now they're fighting for this 12th position now. Antonio oh so close now to Cale. He's got the inside run on him. Heavy on the brake he goes. As Christian, no, John Green takes it into pit lane. These two are still fighting it out here for 12th position. Antonio currently holding it, but Cale heavy on the brakes on the inside. Antonio giving him the position that he deserves here, the space that he deserves here on the inside, but now it switches back. Antonio goes on the inside line. Cale has to go the long way around, but it's not even going to be around. He's going to have to settle here for 12th, is he? It seems as though, no, he cannot get it done around turn 11 now. As I think, nope, I was just about to say that Cale was going into pit lane, but he's not actually. He's going to have a lunge here, is he? No, he's not, but he's really good on the brakes here against Antonio Campbell. But he's got to watch how he takes that car out there on that track surface, away from the surface of the track, rather. Has to not get a drive-through penalty here. He's right up under the car of Antonio Campbell. And he brings it up on the long way around here, as Cale's got way more pace than Antonio Campbell. He's ahead now. They go neck and neck into the inner loop. Over the curb in. This time it works out for Cale Vaden Roper. He gets up into 12th position. John Green, I'm sorry we missed how long he took in pit lane here, but he comes up behind Daniel Williams now and really close to the Guyanese as well. So far, Christian Rajnath leading this race here has got 3 minutes on the dot to make a pit stop, or he will be disqualified here. He's got about 16 seconds to Kurt Moss, and as you saw, that's not enough to retain the lead of this race. He needs at least 40 seconds. He's got that actually to Daniel Williams, is he? No, it's just about 30 seconds to Daniel Williams. He can still come out ahead of John Green, however, if he does not need to change tires. Looking back, Quinlan Lal is closing the gap now to Michael Paisley. Quinlan basically trying to lessen the effects of his drive-through penalty there after entering pit lane over 85 kilometers per hour. Where is Christian Rajnath? He's got to pit soon, or was he? No, I think it was Jaden Harrison that pitted earlier in the event, who's now out of this event too. So it seems as though he's now going into pit lane. Yes, with a minute and a half here. He's engaged his pit limiter. And he's now in pit lane. Kurt Moss will come around the penultimate corner here and retake the lead of this race. Kadeem Mohammed as well will regain second position here. Christian Rajnath gets going again, and he's actually going to pull it off. He's ahead now of Daniel Williams. What a move here by Christian Rajnath. Gets back out ahead of his Guyanese counterpart. And has retained and reclaimed podium positions here. Round number 3 of the Caribbean Porsche Cup, with just about 10.5 minutes left in the event. He's going to have to watch though his outlap as Michael Paisley is fighting John Green now. And Quinlan even closer to the action. Quinlan needs every point he can grab. I don't know who to look at as John Green messes up the exit there off that number 4 turn. Quinlan all at the back of that car. John seems to be in trouble here. We ride now with Quinlan. Really good fight here we have, and Quinlan is right at the front of this fight. He's got front row tickets to it. John Green has had to shake his head and try to get that focus in play here now. Oh, just a little bit on the grass there, set him aside from Quinlan Lal, and now with the pace that Quinn has, he gets up into 6th position. But just as John now has got to go around the long way, oh, he's going to have to be pushed here. No, John's going to lose that pace now, as Quinlan is much better on the brakes there. Job done for Quinlan Lal as he sets off now behind Michael Paisley. Kurt Moss is in a comfortable lead of this race. Oh no! Kadeem Mohammed has lost it at turn 6. Christian Rajnath has now seen the Barbadian. He's going to take that second position away. He cuts back in front of Kadeem Mohammed. Christian in 2nd position now. Daniel Williams as well is coming around the turn 7 toe. But Kadeem Mohammed gets back that car onto him. We're going to have to wonder if he overheated those tires now as he fights back for position number 2. This should prompt Daniel Williams now to close the gap to them ahead of him. But Quinn is also closing the gap. Oh no, Kale with a drive-through penalty now for cutting his final warning there. Being given up with the 5th. And now he's been shown the black flag. He's got to take that drive-through penalty. Well, not the black flag, rather, as Nikolai Gibbons and Antonio Campbell fights it out there. Kadeem Mohammed is trying to get back at the Guyanese here. He's got a great run here, Kadeem Mohammed. Christian Rajnath has got to think about defending if he wants to keep this position. He's in a peculiar position here. Christian Rajnath, he's going to push him to have a tight line through the section here, Kadeem Mohammed. Oh, and he does run it wide here, Kadeem. Christian comes back under him. In turn 5, that's going to push him wide as well. Christian still in this one. Oh, no. Quinlan Lal is going to lose it in the loop. Now back into 7th position here. And John Green goes ahead of Michael Paisley as well. I wonder if there was a coming together between Michael and Quinlan. Now Michael still though is running fast here, so I'm not quite sure what just occurred there. Kadeem Mohammed retakes 2nd position though. Christian Rajnath already 9/10 away from it. Looking back, Michael Paisley has got John Green ahead of him. Oh, John is going to run it wide, and now Michael Paisley is going to have a great run here for this position. He's had to defend now John Green, but he's going to be very slow out of that apex. As Michael Charles loses a position here to Mark Anthony Eaton, he's going to run it really wide there, touches the wall again. Michael Paisley now, as he's pushed even into the depths of the corner of that track, as John Green messes up here. He's going to run it really deep here, Michael Paisley now, as John Green fights back for this position. Michael with a great run though on the outside line.
Maybe at the top of the hill.
John claiming he's going to give it at the top of the hill. As John realizes he's played it really bad here to the Jamaican. But it's all green again for the duo to fight it out here. Meanwhile, Quinlan Lal has been able to claim some time now to them. Michael has got to watch the temperatures here on those tires as we ride now with John Green. We're under 5 minutes in this session now remaining. John Green very slow there at the top, at the entry to the top of the hill. Goes into the braking zone now. It seems as though Michael Paisley is going to be able to pull away here as John and might have hurt his tires. It's now 1:49.036 from Kurt Moss. The fastest lap of the race. Nothing is stopping this Jamaican, I tell you. He's got a great lead ahead of the Barbadian as now Daniel Williams fights. Oh, Christian Rajnath for 3rd position. Christian off of the podium now. Struggling a lot, it seems. But Daniel Williams has now got an opportunity here to claim 2nd position if he does have the pace. Just look at how far Kurt Moss is from these guys. Look at the map there. Number 1 is Kurt Moss. He's already completed the 2nd sector there onto the 3rd. And now we've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here that we're currently looking at. Spread out here, but John Green is the closest fight to watch against Michael Paisley. Kurt Moss is going to be happy with the amount of points that he's going to be able to claim here with just about 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here of this race. It's a 48.690. Someone better get on the horn there and tell Kurt he's got to slow that car down, not to break anything. John Green closing the gap now to the Jamaican for 5th position. Kurt Moss 17 seconds ahead of Kadeem Mohammed. A minute and a half left in this race. Kurt Moss with an outstanding stint here to close off this race. Michael Paisley really deep there on the pedals. Oh no! Kelvin and Roper has been disqualified now. As we see Michael Paisley come under huge pressure from John Green. Kale being disqualified for not taking that drive-through penalty within the allotted 3 laps. And he's also been kicked from this. Oh my gosh, they're not wasting time with him here. You saw there though, John Green getting it. Whoa, really out of shape here now. And Quinlan Lal is going to get a great opportunity here to claim some more points. Oh no! Daniel Williams is going to lose it at turn 9. Has he run out of fuel? Yes, he has. That has placed Christian Rajnat now in 3rd position. Oh no, he touches the wall, Christian. Daniel Williams with a huge blunder now to put him out of contention of a podium finish place here. Michael Paisley, Quinlan Lal is going to get up here as well as Sean Green. And it's almost over. White flags are being shown here for this guy, Kurt Moss. Not doing so well there in qualifying, not even on the front row. But coming back again, Kurt Moss to claim another win here, back to back in the Porsche Caribbean Cup. He's now around turn 7 going up the hill. We've got a huge attrition damage being done here to this field. From 12 to 18 are out. Did not finish. But hats off to the Jamaican here, who's elated to come around the final 2 turns. Turn 11 now sees him. Kurt Moss now comes across the line. Great race by him. End of turn 1. It's end of turn 1. Kadeem Mohammed now sees turn 11's entry and will claim some well-needed points for Barbados here in P2. Christian Rajnat as well. Some well-needed points for Guyana in P3. Well done to him on that pit stop as well. Someone is going to lose a position here. Quinlan Lal fighting Michael Paisley to the end of this race. It's Michael Paisley who holds on to 4th. John Green is going to claim 6th rather, after Quinlan there. Michael Charles is there, but he's not enough here. Mark Anthony Eaton almost losing it there. In the end, Michael Charles will come in 8th position. Tavar Clark gets up in the points here after a very bad start. In 9th, Nikolai Gibbons is also going to claim a point here for the Trinidadians in 10th, as along with Michael Charles and Antonio Campbell. But it is your top 3 here.
Well done, Kurt. Well done, guys.
Yeah, respect. Yo, Christian, good podium, Christian.
Bro, I just feel bad for Danielle.
that was that was close.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. You guys hear me, right?
Yep.
You're kind of low, Stefan.
How about now?
Just about the same. Let me see if I could turn you up on my end.
You
Copy.
sound alright from me.
All right, in the meantime, I'm just going to go on with Christian Rajana. Christian, yep, it was devastating to see what occurred there with Daniel Williams apparently putting way too little gas in his car, but you managed with an amazing pit stop there. Talk us through that little strategy that you played out.
Yeah, I knew that I didn't have the pace to keep up with these guys and lap by lap, so I just depended on the strategy. Actually, my friend helped me out with the strategy. He just told me to be patient, let the race come to me. So I was just trying to focus on that.
All right.
So, but I think Daniel actually anticipated a safety car like in all the first two races. So I had the same strategy. I thought I was gonna need less fuel. Ended up dumping more than I in the pit stop.
Interesting, interesting. You want to give a shout out to that friend who has helped you here with that strategy.
Hey, shout out Christopher.
All right, thanks a lot there. As we take it on now to Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem, a little bit collateral damage there coming up to the ending of the race to claim back this position, but well done to you.
Um, yeah. Well, I got excited first off because the first race of the series I came 10th. Then the second race I came 8th, so to come second. No, I can be more than happy.
Relatable.
Most
Relatable.
definitely, Kadeem. Most definitely. We did see you. Is it that the car is proving a little difficult for you?
Yep, took me 3 weeks. 3 weeks to learn the car. I just couldn't get through.
Oh yeah, and you know it is something that I did ask. That's the reason why I asked if you guys would prefer a longer version of a series. Everyone went for the GT3 cars. I don't know why they didn't go for these cars. These cars are amazing. But thanks a lot there, Kadeem Mohammed. As we go now to Kurt Moss. Kurt, back to back, bro.
Yeah, I'm digging this car, man. I kind of got the hang of it. So yeah, I didn't have the best qualifier. I was on a good run and messed it up. But you know, I know that it was a long race, so I had to be patient. You know, and it just worked out. I was so much faster than these guys ended up going through the bus stop. That's where I gained most of my time. So yeah, all in all, a good race, man.
All right. Thanks a lot there. Ooh, what am I doing? All right, thanks a lot there, Kurt Moss. Hey, it's been a great one, guys. Really enjoyed this one as well. Not as much fighting as we had last weekend, but definitely a stunner here. Thank you all for coming out as I'll step away now to close off the stream. All right, guys, so that one was really great here. Definitely enjoy that one. Kurt Moss picking up a huge amount of points there against Quinlan Lal, who was tied with him for the lead of this championship. Gotta say, the Jamaicans here proving very, very strong now as we head into the final round next weekend. We've had to do a little bit of change up here to the calendar because we had so many more entries that were that when we were supposed to go to Miami, the Miami Autodrome there, that's the new F1 track there in Florida, we would have had far less pit boxes to cater for the amount of entrants that we had. So we had to change out Miami Autodrome to Watkins Glen here. Well, rather to Road Atlanta. And we've had to bring up Watkins Glen, and Road Atlanta will be your final round there next weekend for the inaugural Caribbean Porsche Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. There you have it. Kurt Moss there taking away round number 3, followed by Kadeem Mohammed and Christian Rajna. Kadeem Mohammed saying that he finally got that car onto him, and a beautiful stint there and pit strategy coming in tow for third there from Christian Rajnat. All right, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe with the notification bell, and share this stream. Let's get that all YouTube algorithm going so we can gain some more followers here. Don't forget to stay tuned to our social media outlet there in Instagram and Facebook to see the full results in the coming days. All right, thanks a lot, guys. And so far for the championship, let me give you briefly what we're looking at here in points now. I can do that. It is now going to be Kurt Moss with 68 points, Quinlan Lal with 53 points, Kadeem Mohammed 24 points. That brings him up into third position over Johns Green's 23 points. Dominic Charles, a no-show here today, has been relegated to fifth now with 22 points. Michael Paisley 21 points, Jaden Harrison 20 points, Daniel Williams 15, ties with his Caribbean, Guyanese counterpart there with for ninth position with 15 points. Mikhail Charles also tying here with Daniel Williams, Christian Rajnaut with 15 points. Peter Arundel, a no-show today here. Unfortunately, Peter is sick. Do get better soon, Peter, with 12 points. Mark Anthony Eaton, 6 points. Ewart Campbell, 4. Monet Duploy, 2. Tavar Clark, 2. Nikolai Gibbons, 1. For the end here of round number 3. All right, guys, thanks a lot. See y'all in the next one.
You just walk right out the door. Don't want to do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be gone. Run so deep now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's